What's up, guys? Thanks for watching Worship Tone Lab. Today we're checking out Great Things by Phil Wickham. Let's do it. So after looking at the multi-track of this song, we see that there are two guitar tracks going throughout this whole thing. And so what I'm playing is the electric guitar 2 part. But if you want to skip ahead and look at the electric 1 parts, just go ahead and look in the description, and there's going to be timestamps there for every section of the song for you. But this is what I play for the intro. So for this lead line, you're going to want to have an octave pedal on with an octave up and an octave down if you want, and a super washy delay and reverb. And this line is centered around a B major scale all the way up here on the 16th fret of the G string and the B string. So it starts on the B string on 16, and you go 16 to 14, and then 16 on G for that B note. Going to go back up to 17 on B, and 14 and 16 on E. And all together slowly kind of goes like this. 16 to 14, again, back to B, and then that 17 on E, then all the way up to the F sharp on E. So and you repeat that same thing, but to repeat the riff, it does this little pull-off line that goes from 16 to 14 on the E and 16 to 14 on the B, and it goes, so 16, 14, but then you're going to go 16, 16, so that's E to B, so down to 14. So all together slowly, it goes like this. And the only difference from on the repeat is instead of going, you go 16, 14, and you slide up to this B note all the way up here. And that's the whole turnaround. So here's the line that I play for the bridge. So what I play there is kind of weird, but I'm just going to play it really slowly for you. It starts on the 12th fret of the B, so that's kind of our home base. So let's hear this really slow, starting on the 12th fret in the B. Ready? So that was the first cycle through, and that's all on the B string, the G string, and the D string, going from 12th fret, 11th fret, 13th fret, 13th fret, and the 11th fret. So it's all centered around these chords right here, and you're just kind of arpeggiating them, playing them in that weird cycle movement. And when the bridge doubles, we go to a different cycle. It's the same right hand technique. You're doing the same pattern, but just the notes change. And slowly that goes like this. So those notes there start on the 11th fret of the E string, 12 on B, 14 on B, 11 on G, and 13 on G. And one more time slowly, it goes like this. And that's the pattern that you're going to play throughout the rest of the bridge. And then you don't play anything in that next chorus, and then you come in again for that outro and you play the same thing that you did for the intro, that big lead line. Other than that, that's all the electric guitar 2 does for this song.
So I'm playing the EG1 parts, which is kind of funny because a lot of times EG1 is like the more lead kind of parts, but in this song it's actually the rhythm-ish parts. So this song starts for EG1 on the intro when the whole band comes in, and we're just basically playing diamonds on these chord changes. So I'll play through it and then we'll show you how it goes. So this part, we're playing this inversion right here. We're starting on the 9th fret of the D string, and then on the 8th fret of the G string, and then we're barring the 7th fret on the B and the E string. So the first chord sounds like this. Then for the next chord, we just put our pinky down on the 9th fret of the G string, just like that. Then for the next chord, we put our pinky down on the 9th fret of the B string for that minor chord, just like that. And then at the very end, we play some of those same chords we just played, but we start on the 9th fret of the G string, and then we pull off to the 8th fret of the G string. So it sounds like this. After that intro part, EG1 doesn't really play anything until the second half of the chorus. So we're out for the very first half, and then this kind of like fun U2-ish riff comes in. And so it sounds like this. So for this chorus part, to start off, you anchor your pinky on the 12th fret on the B string. It does not move. It just stays right there. So that's your anchor point, and then you go from there. We have our ring finger on the 11th fret of the G string, and we have our pointer finger on the 9th fret of the D string. And so we just jam this chord, this B chord, for a full measure, and then that little riff comes in. So we're jamming the chord, and then it goes to the 9th fret on the G string, to the 8th fret on the G string, back to the 9th, and then to the 11th. So I'll play it slow. It sounds like this. The first chorus ends differently than any of the other choruses. It's just this tiny riff, and it's pretty simple. It stays right in that little shape that we've been using, and it goes like this. So all that is going, you still have your pinky anchored, and you're going from the 8th fret on the G string up to the 9th fret, and then back, and then there's the cut, and then we're back into that intro. So after that, we play an intro just like we played at the beginning of the song, and then it goes into this cool little like Palm-muted verse part, and it goes like this. So the important part of this little part that we're playing is that you palm mute over here, so you're just muting the notes a little bit. And this part starts right here on the 9th fret. We're hovering around the 9th fret a lot in this song. So it's on the 9th fret of the D string. And so without the effects, right there. And then we go to the 9th fret of the A string, and then up to the 11th fret of the D string. And then back to the 9th fret. So the first part sounds like this. And you repeat that twice. And then we slide up to the 13th fret of the D string. Then we go down to the 11th fret, and we do that a couple times. And then we do this little hammer on to the 14th fret, and then we go to the 11th fret of the G string. So it goes. Coming out of that part, we go into another chorus, and it's exactly the same as the first chorus. The only difference is we don't play that little riff to get back into the intro because we're playing the full chorus. So there's just a little kind of like bridge part that bridges the two chorus parts. It goes like this. So for this part, we're playing exactly what we do on the chorus. So we have our B chord right here. And all we do is we do a hammer on from the 9th fret of the D string up to the 11th fret, and then a pull off back to the 9th fret. So it sounds like this. So out of the chorus, we go into this cool little vamp part. It goes like this. So for this part, we're playing this cool little U2 chord. And we have our ring finger on the 9th fret of the G string. And then we're barring the 7th fret of the B and E string, just like we did on the intro. And we're just playing a straight triplet. So it just goes like this. And then to get into the bridge, we play this chord right here, which is the 9th fret on the D and the G string. Out of that vamp section, we're right into the bridge, and the bridge just follows the chord progression of the song. But this guitar part, the shapes of the chords change kind of as we go through it, which just kind of helps it develop dynamically. It sounds really cool. So it goes like this. So this bridge part starts on the 9th fret again. We love the 9th fret in this song. And it starts right here on the G and the D strings. And then we're going to move to the 8th fret on the D string and the 9th fret again on the A string. Then we slide up for the next chord to the 9th fret on the D string and the 11th fret on the A string. And then it plays this cool little riff that it repeats the first 3 times we go through this progression. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So it's the same chord we've already played, but we're just kind of arpeggiating through it. So we're on the 9th of the A and the 8th fret of the D, and it just goes like this again slowly. So after that, we play through these chords, but the first chord changes, and we start right here on the 7th fret of the A and the 6th fret of the D. Then we slide up again to that same chord that we did already. Then we come up here to this chord, but we're going to bar it and play a slightly different inversion. So we have our ring finger on the 11th fret of the A, but then we're barring the D, the G, and the B strings on the 9th fret. So it sounds like this. And then we go back to that little riff. Then the third time through this bridge, we play this shape, which is like a C shape with the capo. So we have right here, the same shape right there, but we're gonna put our pointer finger down on the 5th fret of the B string. So we just let this ring out. And then we slide up 2 frets, keeping that exact same shape. Then we play that 3rd chord we already learned. Back to that cool riff. And then the very last time, we drive through it, and the last chord changes. So it goes like this. So we already know the first 3 chords. And then that very last chord, we go from this shape right here, and we keep the bar, we slide up to the 11th fret, and put our pinky down on the 14th fret. And then we use our middle finger right there on the 12th fret to resolve it, and we're back into that down chorus. So out of that part, we go into a couple choruses. There's the down chorus and then a couple big choruses. And then it goes into the tag parts before we get to the outro of the song. And so you go from this shape right here, and then when it gets to the tags, I just play this right here, this chord. So you could bar it, but I think it's a lot easier to get from this to this. So you're just on the D, the G, and the B strings on the 11th fret. And you're basically just playing it like this. So with the effects and everything, it sounds like... So all that is this chord right here. Then we move our pinky up to the 12th fret, and then we move it back down. So we come out of that tag part, we're right here, and then we come down and basically do that vamp part again. But it's not quite as long because there's that cool stop before we get to the outro. So it goes... And then we're back into the outro, which is exactly the same as the intro and the turnarounds, and then we're done. Thanks for checking out this video. If you have any questions about the gear we're using, there's a basic little rundown in the description. If you have any further questions about that or parts, you can go leave us a comment and we'll get back to you as soon as we possibly can. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. We'll catch you later. Oh.
That's fun.
I cracked my knuckle at the very end. I kind of like the knuckle crack.
You like the knuckle crack?
Oh. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching Worship Tone Lab today. Today we're going to check out today. Right now, this morning.
Not tomorrow, not yesterday.
Have a seat this morning.
Thanks for
If you have
watching.
any questions about the gear that I use a Kemper profiler.
Also, feel free to let us know if you have any questions.
Feel free.
You can leave a comment below. Frick. If you have any further questions, you can leave a comment and ask us, and we'll get back to you as fast as we possibly can. If you have any other questions about life or whatever is happening, please let us know, and we would love to talk to you about it. I don't want to say that.
Man, that was good, Dane.
Thanks for watching today. Nope. Thanks for checking this out today. If you have any questions about the gear we're using, there's a basic description in the description of the descriptions. Guys, any further questions about parts or gear, please leave a comment. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. You guys have a fantastic day. How's that?
Wait, were you going just there?
No. Thanks for checking out. Oh, Dylan was laughing, guys. Sorry. Dylan, he had a gas.
Stop it, Dylan, stop it!
Thanks for checking this out today. If you have any questions, I'd like mumbled through that word. Okay. Thanks for checking this out today. One more time. Luke's staring angry. He hates everyone. Thanks for, gosh.
That was good. I felt like you were talking to me.
I was. I'll catch you later.
Catch you later, Gator Skater.